Well, this is the Tata Nexon i-CNG. This car comes with the twin cylinder technology that Tata Motors is really marketing very hard, and this car has two small cylinders instead of a big one, so you can use the boot and you can put a lot of luggage in it. We'll show that to you in a bit. But also it's a car which is very good in terms of the driving bits, because the performance drop is really negligible when you switch from petrol to CNG. Officially it takes on the Maruti Suzuki Brezza CNG in the market, and that's also a very capable car. But let's show you the car, take it for a spin and tell you how it is to drive. There aren't too many changes on the outside. It looks exactly like the regular version, so you won't give you a detailed walk around today. My name is Ashish Masih. If you come to this channel for the first time, then please subscribe to it. And if you want to read about this car and its rivals, then please head to our website, timesdrive.in. Well, so I'm inside the cabin of the Nexon i-CNG, and this is a good time to remind you of the various features that you get on this car, and also the Nexon. And the only difference inside the cabin is the fact that you get this button over here which says CNG, and you press this. It's a soft touch button, and you shift from CNG to petrol and petrol to CNG, vice versa. It's instantaneous when you drive this car, and you don't even get to know when this car is shifting between petrol or on CNG. So really is fantastic. You get cool front seats, which is one of my favorite features on any car, and of course the sturdy and very reassuring build quality that Tata Nexon is known for. You also, of course, get automatic headlamps. You get this huge infotainment system, automatic climate control, and this massive sunroof. You only miss out on cruise control, but that's quite okay because you get so many other features like tire pressure monitors and stuff like that, that you will really not feel too much about that cruise control. Seat comfort is generally good, and generally the build quality is solid. Plastic quality also is quite good. The lower end of the dashboard though could have been slightly better, but the upper part is generally very good. Now we won't jump in the back seat because we've already shown that to you many times, but we will show you the boot and show you what the twin cylinder technology is all about. Well, so this is the twin cylinder technology I'm talking about. These are of course two cylinders placed over here just below the boot area where the tire would be or spare wheel would be, and once you put this mat down, you get a flat loading area. It's not as big as the boot of the regular Nexon, but even then it is quite nice and spacious. You can easily keep a couple of big bags over here, or maybe even three smaller ones will fit without any fuss. So if you're planning to go on that weekend getaway, or maybe to pick up your mother-in-law, then all her luggage will easily accommodate inside the boot. Now enough of the boot, enough of the twin cylinder tech. Let's see how it is to drive. Well, so here I am driving the Nexon i-CNG. Now this car, remember, comes with the twin cylinder tech, which basically means that you get two cylinders in the boot, and that reveals better space. So space management of the boot is taken care of. How is this car to drive? Well, to be honest, when we're driving in the city traffic, there was no hint of any drop in performance compared to when this car was on petrol. Now to shift between petrol and on CNG, all you do is press this button over here on the infotainment panel, or just below the infotainment panel, and it's with the AC controls. And I have to say that even when you're changing and shifting between fuels, it doesn't really seem to have any kind of difference in terms of the outright performance. You can't really make out when you're driving in the city any kind of major difference. So negligible drop in performance is a big highlight of this package. It really does offer you quite a lot, and that's something that customers who drive primarily in the city will feel. Out, of course, on the open highway, you can feel that there should have been a little more power in CNG mode, but to be honest, it again is very marginal. It's only when you really want that quick acceleration, when you really want that hard overtaking to be done on the highway, that you will feel that a little more power would have been sufficient. And then of course you can put it back in petrol mode, because as I said, there's absolutely seamless transmission between petrol and on CNG. So very well done, Tata Motors, in terms of the engineering. Very well done by the team and the engineers at Tata Motors in terms of the fuel management between shifting from petrol and from petrol to CNG back. Now, how is it in terms of driving, apart from the lack of any performance downgrade or any kind of prominent downgrade? Well, the gearbox, it's just as good or as bad as the one on the regular petrol. So it is a little notchy to use. The shift pattern is a little long, and that is something that maybe Tata Motors will have to address sooner or later. They should do it sooner, because these cars are very popular, and I think that Tata Motors should think of improving the gearbox quality. The clutch is really nice and light, so it's got a nice springy action. So even though you're stuck in traffic and you are shifting gears constantly, it's quite okay. to be using the clutch and shifting gears. The rear view mirrors are nice and large. The front bonnet is visible. This one over here is slightly small, and the view at the back is also less because the window is also slanting. But apart from that, side visibility and front visibility is generally quite good. And of course, you get the excellent infotainment display over here, and the digital display for the driver is right up ahead, and that also is very crystal clear. Lots of information, but it is very well marked and very well labeled, so no really bad feelings about that. Another good point about the Tata Nexon, which I'm sure by now all of you know, is of course the excellent ride comfort. Yes, the ride comfort on this car is truly exceptional. Now, the exceptionally brilliant ride on this car means that you can take it out for those long distance journeys out on the highway without any fuss, without any kind of frustration that your car will go those badly patched roads and give you a jolt, because it won't. And of course, it gives you a sense of great confidence as well, because the build quality of this car is very sturdy build quality. So it gives you a great sense of confidence when you drive it out there on the highway with your entire family traveling with you. Apart from it, what else is there? Well, you'll really enjoy the overall steering wheel feedback, because the steering wheel is generally quite nice and light. The only thing missing is that even though this is the top of the line version, you don't get that cruise control feature, and of course you would have welcomed electric handbrake, which again you don't get, but you do get this huge sunroof, which makes the cabin feel much more brighter than it really is. So what I'm trying to say is that this is a great little package, and if you really want to drive around in a car which gives you genuinely good fuel efficiency, it gives you a nice and solid sturdy build quality, and it also gives you the 5-star safety of that crash test safety record, then definitely this is a car you should go in for. And of course, there's no compromise because the boot also is nice and large. Apart from that, the interior is actually identical. Seat comfort is good. You get the cool front seats feature. You get this brilliant touchscreen, and of course, brilliant dials as well. I'll give this car a very strong score of 4.6 out of 5. It really does deserve a double thumbs up, and Tata engineers have done a fantastic job with the overall tuning as well as the performance of this petrol engine.